will die.
Oh, you'll get
very
exposed. We
quickly,
actually saw Daigo.
Oh!
Good stuff from Endeavor. We actually saw Daigo punish Online Tony as CEO for doing that tangent engine
Right.
too much. He's just starting to hold up forward on the stick.
It's basically a fireball. It's an invisible fireball that you gotta have to understand that people are gonna use. As soon as they use it, it can't do anything to an airborne opponent at all. So as soon as you see it, you jump forward, and that's it.
Yeah.
It's like a free combo, and like I said, Seth has very little low health. He's a glass cannon.
Jumping forward is just so,
Yeah.
for Seth, it's so scary.
That's the good Seth. They will bait you. They will just sit there
They will.
and use cannon engines and then fake it and then jump, and they get a free uppercut on you.
And then it's good night, Irene.
Yep.
Well, it looks like Min from Team Spooky is going to be TS Min, a.k.a. Jackie Chain.
You know, it's really, it's I know he's gone the two characters. He's a T-Hawk user and he's an E-Honda user.
And he's really good with both of them.
Yep.
He is one of the East Coast best players. Actually, I feel like he should have won the last Big Two they had, but he just kind of toughed it out and stuck with T-Hawk versus Spabrog, was it El Fuerte. And not the best matchup for T-Hawk, and he has Honda, which is like a hard counter pick to Fuerte, but he just said he did it for pride. You know, he loves T-Hawk as a character.
Right,
so,
right.
And I respect that as a as a Street Fighter player and as a man that he just stuck with his character.
Yeah,
But he could have made his life a lot easier.
We talked about it a little bit earlier, how T-Hawk is considered a low-tier character, but some people can rise above that. Min is a perfect example of one of the players out there.
Very dangerous with T-Hawk.
Yeah.
Extremely dangerous. And if you don't respect his wake-up game and his footsies, you're going to be in for a surprise. So let's see how he does versus opponent. Did we get a name for that? I'm sorry.
Oh, but he's going to go with Honda against Haagen-Dazs, because you know what? T-Hawk versus Seth is kind of a rough.
That's no fun, yeah.
And
but,
this is...
Yeah, we got you. But if he lands a fierce SPD versus Seth, man, that's like 50% out.
And you know what? On the way to top 8, Punko last year almost lost to a T-Hawk.
Yeah, see, I don't know if that match is truly as bad as we might think it is, you know. But let's see how he does with Honda, which is, basically his go-to character.
Right. Now, obviously, Honda character has trouble dealing with projectiles. You can keep him out pretty well, but he got in and got his damage in there really quickly with that command throw. No uppercut from Haagen-Dazs there.
Not yet. Min is a very calculated player. He actually is very studious, too, about watching a lot of Japanese videos. He really takes and dissects what they do and applies it to the way he plays. So he's not going to be surprised by a lot.
That's smart. There's so much information out there on the internet these days, on the YouTube.
Wow, just do it. Why would you do that?
It's so risky because that move has so much delay if it gets blocked.
It wasn't even invincible. It was a normal one.
Yeah, I know.
I'm not sure. It might have been an accident, but...
Oh, nice.
Brilliant backdash right there. Saved him from a potential loss in that round.
Yep. Again, those are those reads that are so key to all these players here.
And they really define how you do in tournaments. Like, people just think it's just guessing. And of course it's just guessing, but there's so much more to it than that.
There's so much psychology to these games.
And just knowing options, like knowing the character's options, where you're at on the screen, how much health you have, how much time, meter, like,
And
that it?
Yep. And the biggest trick of them all is when your opponent does something that you knew he was going to do because you made them want to do it. There's so much of these games about tricking your opponent into thinking something is a good idea.
It's so satisfying too.
Yep.
Oh, jumping medium. There's the uppercut, a little way.
Ow.
Oh man.
Ow.
Oh, he walked up out half screen and just scooped him.
And he's close to dizzy, but he's gonna fall dead before he falls dizzy.
Yeah, Seth often does.
Yeah.
EX headbutt.
Yep, auto-corrected, turned it around for him.
Min is on point with these command grabs right now. He is not scared at all.
Well, I think it's because Haagen-Dazs has not quite established a proper Seth game right now.
You'd think with a name like Haagen-Dazs, he'd be pretty good with the scoops.
Not happening.
But he is loving getting scooped.
But he should have been TMB Pringles, right?
That's James, be nice.
Shout outs to IFC Yipes.
Yeah. All right, but he's got a little more fight in him this round.
Oh my God, that's so
wow,
much damage.
that did a lot of damage.
Ow.
Man, Seth, he has got a glass jaw, that's for sure.
Okay, he's just trying to get out of there, but gonna eat a pretty significant chunk of damage. And see, Haagen-Dazs's pressure when Min is getting up is not strong enough.
It should be like a flow chart.
Right. And Seth has so many options. We talked about it. He has the best Oki in the game, by far.
By far.
And so when you're letting your opponent get up and just block there, you are not playing Seth properly.
You're not. Yeah, you're right. He's not like a neutral game character.
Right.
Great job by Min.
And Min wins that pretty soundly. So congratulations to TS Min, part of Team Spooky.
That's right. That guy puts in a lot of work, you know, so it's good to see some of this payoff right there.
Yep. And then once again, I mean, let's look through this list again of people we haven't seen yet. We haven't seen Shin yet. We haven't seen Henry Sen.
We haven't seen Tang Keith.
Yeah, Henry Sen, of course, is the owner of Next Level, where Big 2 is streamed from. And 2 years ago, in 2010, he was one of the top 8 at Evo. He is
oh man, look at this match. I'm sorry to cut you off.
He's one of the winners of the Golden Evo TE.
Oh man, this is gonna be a barn burner.
Yeah, Clayky D is he's a SoCal player. He's a very strong player.
Oh yeah.
He's been rocking Ibuki, and he's also recently been trying to learn Kami as well.
Now's not the time to, now's not the time to learn. It's the time to play.
Yeah, I hope he's learned a lot.
Yeah, he plays Ibuki, so, and he actually defeated Sacco in a mirror match.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he did. It was in a,
it was the SCR, right?
It was. I think you were gone, like at some other tournament or something.
No, was it Revelations?
Revelations, that's what I think it was. Right,
oh,
yeah.
okay.
That's when there was like another tournament going on.
Yeah,
Maybe
that was CEO. It was CEO,
there you
yes,
go. Yeah,
yeah,
that's right.
Yeah.
That's right. All right, so yep, it's what we thought. It's going to be two, you know, hybrid Vortex footsie characters.
Yep.
Akuma can do anything. Like he can literally do what he wants.
Yeah, for people wondering what a Vortex means, it's just a term that we've coined that is a knockdown sequence that puts you into a mix-up, and any result of that mix-up puts you in that same mix-up.
Yeah, over and over and over again. And like you'll start to see what happens with Akuma very quickly, because Ita is a master at the Akuma Vortex. It's kind of a goofy name now that I think about it, but it's so like normal to me now that I don't really think about it.
Because like Ibuki has the Vortex, which is just seeing right now, this knife block down. But the thing about it is, it's not even really much of a Vortex, because it's either the knife is on the left or the knife is on the right.
Well, there's other jumping setups she has. Right. That's not it.
Nice block from Eita there, and Eita gets out, but he's down on health.
He is, so he's going to have to make a, oh, wow, good punish.
Dude, I like that. Dash right under those air fireballs and catch him before he lands.
He does a funny guy, too. Like, he loves fighting in the U.S. Like,
really?
He has a great time. He loves big matches that are not on stream for fun, you know?
You know, I mean, the thing is, you talk to all the Japanese players who have come to EVO throughout the years, and whenever you ask them what their favorite tournaments to play in, it's always EVO. They always answer EVO.
Hey, because this is where the magic happens.
Yeah. Even Daigo says, like, when he comes to America, he's treated more like royalty here in America than he is in Japan.
Oh, man, we love him here in America.
Yeah.
Are you kidding? I'm a Daigo fanboy too, man.
Here's that Vortex. Oh, did he catch the backdash?
Wow. Clayky D is like rolling his eyes so hard right there.
And you know, Clayky D was the recipient of Tokido's Tokido pose.
Oh, that's who.
Yeah,
oh, that's right.
at SCR, when Tokido got up and stood in front of the projector to get the symbol on his back.
Wow, you know why I remember that too? Because like we were talking right before the match and we were like discussing what he's gonna do, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna whoop him." And then it was like the pose. And I kind of just didn't talk to him for a while. I think we stopped becoming friends. But here we go, one match up, about even in health for all, but the meter advantage is to Ibuki. What's he gonna do? Oh no.
That had to have been an execution mistake, but not punished for it though. But still, losing all that meter, and he did lose the momentum thanks to that.
Oh man, this is a downward spiral.
One super by accident. You see Clayky shaking his head around. Look at Ada, it's like, oh, he
said you're done. Yeah,
Finished.
He said you're done. Don't fight me at Evo and be doing random supers like that. That's brutal. That's how brutal this game is. You make one technical error in this game and you're usually dead.
Well, I always say like Marvel is more kind of like basketball where you can count turnovers, but you can win despite them.
Yeah.
Street Fighter is more like baseball in that the errors are so intense that you count the errors and that will be a significant stat to who wins.
That's true.
Oh, he tried to make it under, couldn't quite do it.
Here we go. Got to beat that teleport. Oh, missed it. And of course, Akuma's teleport has no startup. It's all recovery, and Ibuki does have the options to beat it. It's just hard to tell which direction he teleports.
Right.
You can't visually look at it and then input. Oh, wow.
Right, the startup animation is the same for both directions.
You have to guess. You have to guess which direction he's going in.
There is a couple of option selects for certain characters that'll let you cover all options, but very hard. Oh, did he link that?
Combo, yeah.
And he got him from the front.
Clayky D back in action.
Don't drop those combos there, and Clayky D taking round 1 over Ada in the second game. Nice recovery there. I mean, after losing that last game, it could be very discouraging, like you said. So much of this game is about psychology and emotion.
Emotionally, that's very big for him because, like you said, he came back from that kind of like heartbreaking loss and he fought good. So he's doing it fine. It didn't stir him up, which you could be worried about if you're, you know, somebody out there rooting for Clayky D.
Oh, nice teleport to get away. But see, there Clayky should have option selected to chase that teleport, and he did not do it.
Right, but like I was saying, you know, if you think he's going to go behind you, you can't just option select. You won't get anything. So it's weird. Usually option selects entail just doing one thing, but with hers, you almost have to visually see what's going on.
That's what makes Akuma so potent, but look at that.
That was all Clayky D.
Meaty slide. That looked very punishable. And then Clayky D took that to his advantage and did the uppercut there. Baited Ada into touching a button.
I am a huge slide hater. I think slides are the worst invention in Street Fighter.
More than dive kicks?
No, but they're close. But they're close.
Oh, you must have hated Sodom back in Alpha 1 and 2.
Adon and Sodom, well, Adon didn't have a slide, but he had like a weird dive kick in Alpha 2.
Right.
Those characters were brutal. More like Sim in ST. That was my most hated character.
Hey, he has the slide and the dive kick.
And the dive.
Oh, here we go. Nice. Clayky's getting in there. Oh, a focus to get out of that situation.
Yeah. He just ate that left palm to the face and didn't punish it.
Oh, here we go. He's going to be able to grab him.
Oh, that could have finished it right there with a rider.
And then he gets caught by a demon flip.
Oh, man, they're scrapping, and Ita got the better of it. I'm surprised that Clayky didn't finish it in the corner right there. It was a simple half circle back and punch.
It looked like he tried. He came out with crouch H and crouch hard punch instead. But here we go, a great round. Close to dizzy for Akuma. You know, that's not going to work. Now he should be dizzy with one more hit. Oh!
Very lucky by Ita.
Uh-oh, here, look at this momentum shift.
This is a huge momentum shift right here.
Okay,
got him.
great.
Teleport, and he's ready that time. Teleport again.
Because no one's going to teleport back into the corner. No!
Oh, and that's what I'm saying. You look at it, then do it, and you get punished.
Here we go. Oh, wow. Autocorrect uppercut right there. You know, in case...
I'm looking at Clayky D, and he is like, his mouth, he's like really tense. You can tell he's like clenching his teeth as he's fighting right now. He really wants to win this. And he is part of Team Marn.
Oh, is he part of Team Marn now?
Is, yeah.
Oh, wow, that's right. And obviously, Clayky D is actually a very powerful
he's going to get a perfect on Ita.
Topanga
League winner is perfected by Clayky D.
Wow, Clayky D getting a perfect.
All right, so, you know, we got a little treat for you guys, and if you're just tuning in or if you weren't paying attention because of how fast that went, we're going to go ahead and run it back for you.
Yeah,
so
let's watch that perfect sequence once again. And let's take a look what happened here.
That was a beautiful sequence.
This is the way those Vortex characters work. They get 2 mix-ups on you, and then one more hit usually knocks you dizzy, and then they get the whole sequence.
Right, it's like very common, actually, what happened. And it's just more pronounced for Sakuma, who's low health.
So
look at
where
this
does he
corner.
get okay, a crumple. He starts it off of a crumple.
EX, up kick, the mix-up.
Oh, and then he baits out an uppercut. And you know, those uppercuts are always the sign of players when they get desperate.
I mean, you got to do something, though, James.
Yeah.
Like, sometimes you just got to do it.
Yeah, but sometimes the best thing to do actually is just to control yourself. You know, control your desire just to come out with that wake-up uppercut. Because when you're in that mode where it's like, I just got to do something, you know, then your opponent says, you know what, he's going to do something.
You're right. This is what you were talking about, getting your opponent to do something where they feel like it's the right thing, but it's not.
So he baited it out with that backdash and ended up knocking him dizzy off of that. Clayky D taking that.
Not a big well, yeah, it was a big upset.
Yeah.
I actually had Ita as one of my favorites to win the whole tournament. So
hey, well, you know what? This is why this is a double elimination tournament. He's
right.
still in it.
He's not gone. Not gone. Not
Yep.
at all. Far from gone.
Yep. And yeah, and one thing I want to talk about to the audience, a phrase that we keep using. I mean, if there's any phrases that you guys want us to describe, you know, you can tweet me questions at jchensler on Twitter. They can tweet you at magus1234.
Yeah, definitely. I'm definitely available to answer any questions when I'm not commentating and just hanging around. So
one of the phrases that I keep using right now is autocorrect, and so I would like to explain what an autocorrect is. You know, you always do a code for a move, such as a Hadouken, or let's do the uppercut, for example, as towards on the joystick, down, and then down forward on the joystick. The game has it so that it can read the inputs, but if the opponent jumps to the other side of you before you hit the button, you turn around, but it already read your inputs, even though they were the opposite direction.
Yeah.
So when you hit the button, it'll activate it, but the special move will come out turned around.
That's right.
So the game auto-corrects the direction for you.
And that was because of the, not a necessity, but more that it was tough for newer players to deal with the cross-ups in Street Fighter, because cross-ups are very like foreign concept to people. They're like, and sometimes extremely ambiguous.
Yep.
So what it did is it created some characters like Fei Long, where you do DP right as they're about to cross you up, and how vertical his attack angle is, it doesn't matter where they go. You're gonna hit them.
Right. And you know, I mean, technically it has existed since the beginning of the very first Street Fighter games.
Well, no, there's been shortcuts, not autocorrects.
Yeah.
But like, because you could do the cross cutter, which is basically time them crossing over the vertical plane of your head, and you go from forward to down back, and that it replaces the uppercut motion for whatever reason.
Right.
So that's kind of an interesting.
Yeah,
that's what I use. I don't use autocorrect. I actually use the cross cutters. To do these, so. And it leaves your crouch state too, which is better.
Right.
All right, so it's going to be Ishmael versus Sako.
All right, call him Ismail then. And of course, we saw Sako a little bit. Yeah. Hey, we're in the literature here. Come on,
so I was like, where have I heard that? I haven't read that book in years. I actually wanted to read that again too, so I'm glad you reminded me. Yeah.
But yeah, he's going up against Sako once again. Combo god, pretty much. He has combos in Vampire Savior that are called Sako combos, literally because Sako is the only one who can do the Sako combos. It's ridiculous.
BB hood combos.
Yeah.
They're infinite, contain several one-frame lengths.
Yep.
Which is just, the thought of that is stupid. So I don't even want to, that just makes me feel like a terrible Street Fighter player.
And it's interesting because between Claky and Sako, we're seeing a lot of Ibuki action here on stream.
As we should. I've been wondering why there's not more Ibuki players. I feel like she is so slept on. She's incredibly good. Good pokes, not so good defense, and great vortex.
Yeah, I mean, I've talked to some players who agree with me that I think that she might even be top 5 in this game.
Realistically, she could be. Especially with the way how you could just win sometimes.
Yeah.
And it's just, your opponent doesn't matter who it is.
Yeah, the characters with the vortex have reputedly been typically the strongest characters in this game.
And sometimes the most hated.
Yeah. But look at Ishmael right now. Oh, never mind.
He was doing good, though.
Commentator's curse right there. I jinxed him. But I will say this much, though. I mean, a lot of people were looking forward to Cross Tekken because it removed the vortex, you know?
And then they got mad that you didn't choose the direction of rolling. Oh, the irony. But back to some Street Fighter 4. Sako is sitting on a super. Her super's best for a kill.
Yeah.
Because it's not so damaging. Well, it is damaging, but you don't really want to spend all your meter early with her because you need the uppercut FABCs. That.
Oh, Sako went for a fancy combo there.
Yeah, he's got some fancy ones out there. But, you know, I haven't seen him in a lot of tournaments, especially in the US this year. So maybe he's got some nerves he's shaking too.
Also, I think a hard thing. Oh, super jump cancel into Ultra right there.
Nice. A lot of her attacks are jump cancelable. And you can cancel those jump frames into moves. And that's basically where you get jump canceling normals into ultras, which is normally, you know, you can't cancel anything into an ultra.
Exactly. And you know, another thing about Sako though is I think, you know, before Street Fighter 4, before Cammy, he really didn't quite have a reputation here in America. When he first came out here for Southern California Regionals, he was actually blown away by how many people like knew him and just were idolizing him. And I think he's kind of gotten to a point right now where maybe he realizes he needs the style for players, you know? When he's on stream, he's kind of put on a show for them.
He's definitely got his own little pocket of fandom. Like, you know, people just love what they don't really care if he wins or loses. They just love watching him play. There's something like, you know, really pretty about the way he plays.
They want to see those combos.
Yep.
I like him using that crouch H there to time that safe jump. Oh, he caught him low, and that was just enough for the dizzy. And Sako now.
1 round away.
Yeah, he's won 3 rounds in a row.
All right, Ishmael does have a lot of meter, though.
Oh, no, he's just going to get hit with a crumple. Not a good way to start a round.
Yeah, nice punish right there. Sending low kick into her kicks.
There it is right there. Some of the mix-up shenanigans that she has.
He's going ham right now.
Oh, and
Perfecto.
See? Same situation that we saw in the last game.
The exact same way. Unbelievable.
Once you start getting hit by all these moves, the first reaction from people is to just throw out that uppercut because it is the offense killer. And the people who are completely aware of that, they're the ones that will rush down. The problem is you get into this rhythm when you're rushing people down, so you're like, I gotta keep this going. I'm in a rhythm.
That's when you stop. Because
Exactly.
they are thinking the same thing you are.
Exactly.
Yep.
And so that's when you just have to cool it and say, you know what? I feel an uppercut coming back up, watch the Shoryuken fly, and then punish accordingly. So
That's discipline, you know? That's what that is. Gotta have discipline.
Who's Eddie? Who's Peter?
All right, so just a little heads up. Gamer B from Taiwan made it out of his pools and winners. So shout outs to him. He's living the high life now. He's gonna hit the pool party in Rugs. And up to bat is 2 cats that I do not recognize. We'll get the names for you shortly. But so yeah, James is struggling over here trying to wash the honey off his iPad. He's a complete mess. Get it together, James.
Don't tell people what I'm doing on stream. Oops. Oh, there we go. Okay. Yep. One of the secrets of commentary for a long weekend is to chew on some honey.
Is that what you guys do? I just kind of man up and my voice, like, I prefer it when it gets raspier. And
really?
grainier,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
So, man, just looking around, James, there's a lot of people sit here and,
Dude,
you know,
this place is packed to the gills right now.
Yes,
So,
it really is.
I mean, I wish if we could get a nice crowd, a better crowd shot, but it's okay.
Yeah, I mean, they're getting a pretty good one, and that's like a third of the room.
I know, right?
It's like a piece of slice right there of the whole pie.
And it's always been like that's what the room looks like on Saturday. You know what I mean? But today, this has just started, and everyone's going crazy with this stuff. So it's so hype. And you know what? The best thing about it is we're really dividing the awesomeness between multiple days because Friday night tonight is going to be semifinals for Street Fighter. And that is going to be madness. And then tomorrow night is the semifinals for Marvel.
Yeah, you and David are going to be tonight doing the
Street Fighter one. Yeah,
man, you guys are lucky. There's going to be some really crazy matches in that.
It's going to be so good. It's going to be so good.
That's going to be one of the most stacked, hardest Street Fighter, like most entertaining Street Fighter 4 you will ever get to see.
Yeah.
Don't miss that for the world, man.
Yeah, definitely, without question. I think this Street Fighter 4 tournament this year here at Evolution 2012 is the hardest Street Fighter tournament that has ever existed.
Yeah, I completely. No gripes about that.
Yeah, because right now.
Balrog said the same thing when we were walking by him.
Because I'll tell you right now, you could take all these names that we've been mentioning, throw them into a hat and draw 8 of them out, and they could all be, any one of these guys could be top 8 right now.
Right. And the players right now are just go ahead and they're doing button checks. They just got to make sure because we don't use standardized equipment at Evolution and in fighting games. We use whatever arcade sticks we prefer.
Yeah, what you're most comfortable with.
Which you're most comfortable with, right. And so to make sure from the last guy that their stick is, set up right, they go ahead and check the buttons and all that. So just to make sure. Button checks didn't exist for a long time.
Well, when we used to play on the arcade cabinets,
yeah.
For those people who don't know, the very first few Evolutions were literally, we wheeled in arcade cabinets into the ballroom and played on those.
I remember the first evolution that was on console. I played in about 4 different positions because I never knew how to play on the floor. It was just a mess. And me and Paul Lee were playing third strike in a match, right? And both of us, mid-match, were changing positions. And he's like, stop the match. He's like, stop, let's restart on the ground. I was like, I'm fine with that.
And you know, the funny thing is, it was such a controversy when it happened. Whoa.
Ooh!
Okay.
That's what I like to see.
Yeah, jump. I dare you.
Some people forget about that move. AKA, what is it, soulless, AKA brainless?
Yeah.
But it's gotten a little better, so they took away some of the cheap aspects about it. They took it away, brought it back, like moved it, you know, jumped around a little. So
look at this, Eddie right now with a huge dominating round. But you know, oh, never mind.
Yeah, he's got it.
Yeah.
But no, you're right. Vegas still had a chance in there.
Yeah.
He still had a chance. Yeah, a lot of meter. Could have done a lot of tricks. He's going to be working on, this is such a tough match for Vega, I feel like. That crouching medium punch, crouching medium kick are going to be his main pokes versus, oh, nice flip back and good punish. You don't have to deal with the, like, you know, wannabe mix-up at the end of that.
Right.
And, oh, he drops his combo, gets punished hard.
And now he's going to get tornado thrown right here into a mix-up. Didn't know what side he was getting on. Nice link combo there, and he's going for resets, but and I smell a dizzy coming along.
Great anti-air.
But again, he's probably going to die before he falls dizzy now.
Yeah, at this point, probably.
Oh, he's just going for a chip. Oh, he's chasing him down. Okay. You know, if Vega can land an Ultra somehow. Oh, nice little mix-up. Didn't quite work out. Yeah, that's the problem with Vega. Very hard to land Ultras.
It is, yeah.
Oh, that's it right there.
And good punish, too.
Yeah, Eddie, see, that's one of those situations. You could tell that Eddie's had that punish in his head.
Oh, yeah.
He understands that that's the punish to do, because right as soon as he blocked that, it's like without thinking.
Yeah.
And that's an important thing in these games, to study your punishes, to study your max damage punishes.
But the thing is that looked like instinct to me. That you know, like you were saying, you didn't think about it, and that is so important in these games, because punishing, when you have to decide, you can't punish anything. You have to have it in your blood. It has to be in your soul. Like it trained it out. You know, that's what training was so good for, is practicing all those punishes over and over and over again until they become instinct.
And even playing online as well. You know, just play a game where you just look for a certain thing and punish it until it becomes second nature. Uh-oh. He has made so much money out of that Ultra too.
That one's paying off the rent.
And you know, obviously Abel was considered one of the strongest in Super. And he got nerfed a little bit in AE. And then in 2012, people just haven't picked him back up. But he is
the same character, man. I don't care what anybody says. It's still good old Abel.
Yeah.
You know, and he's going to hit you, and he's going to spin you around. His roll got nerfed, his damage got nerfed, but, you know.
Oh, just caught him by surprise. And Peter is going to take his first round.
Dang. Yeah, he just did it, huh?
Yeah, but the nice thing about that is even if they block it, you can just hug the wall and escape, you know?
You can try. Here we go. Cross up.
Oh, went behind again.
Jump back, roll again
in
in
the front, yep.
Jump back Pierce. Oh, he rolled right into that.
He rolled into it. Oh, nice wake up. Armored change of direction to go through that slide.
Yeah. Oh. Jump back Pierce. Why is he Marcel rolling into it? I guess he's expecting to clear the distance of the screen. Good pressure though, yeah.
Nice standing close Pierce as anti-air there.
Ooh, and that EX changes direction again. Man, you know, a lot of players don't use that. Abel players don't use that as an anti-air, which is strange. Good damage, untechable. Here we go, just pacing back and forth. That step kick, oddly not, you know, well now it is, but it's not a poke that's too good in this matchup.
Right.
It's there.
It'll get him in.
Yeah, it's still step kick, but Vegas pokes beat it.
Oh, look at this.
Big damage.
A lot of buttons being hit by Eddie there that have failed. Tried to anti-air, didn't get it. Oh, he went for the reset. I like it.
That was kind of cute.
I like it.
Yeah, it didn't work out though.
Uh-oh, don't jump forward. Don't jump
forward. That's a chin scratcher.
That's one of those situations where you see that, you almost kind of have to bait him into popping it right away. Stand still.
Forward. That's what you do.
Yep, and there it was again, that EX Skyfall grabbing him out of the air, and he's even the roundup already.
Oh, good
nice blocks.
Yeah. You never know with that move.
Ooh! Oh, just a random crumple, but
still not over. Vega sitting on a lot of meter though. What's he gonna do with it? There's one.
Oh, no, he missed that throw. Great low block, and he caught him.
For the win.
Wow.
I don't know what I'm more surprised, that he didn't punish it, or the guy did the exact same thing he's done 3 times and been punished for doing it. He Marcel rolled towards him again, which he had been hit 3 times out of it. I don't know.
And you saw Peter there just kind of rubbing his stomach like, oh my gosh, the nerves are getting to him.
Yeah, it's tough. And now the audience is really focusing on the matches more. So you're hearing a lot of more and oohs and ohs as stuff is going on.
Oh, nice catch there. Oh, went low that time. Faked the mix-up last time he did the overhead. There must be some other matches going on right now.
Well, there's all kinds of games going on, James.
Yep. Oh, wow. Oh, okay. When it didn't hit on the way up, that should have been the key that he was going for that.
Right. I mean, if it doesn't hit on the way up, just hold forward.
All right, so now Eddie C at match point.
Again.
Let's see if he can close this out this time. Nice, using the focus dash forward. Able with one of the faster than normal dashes in the game. 19
frames. That's one of the quickest, if not the quickest in the game. Which is pretty scary for a grappler to have.
I know.
I don't understand that one. But he's got it.
There it is. You see right there, that quick dash. Oh, wow.
That went a little further than usual. That was an Evo sweep.
Oh, nice. Okay, so some momentum here for Peter. What's he got?
Oh, man. He can do it, too.
Oh, that's it. That's going to be the end of it right there.
Step kick once again.
And Eddie C going to take it over Peter.
Good fight, though, man. You know, I really thought that Vega player was done, and he brought back that whole set, or that whole match, which was really impressive. So that was cool. It was cool to see.
Yeah, good stuff. Good stuff.
Yeah,
not going down without a fight.
I know how the Vega versus Abel match feels. It's really rough. Like you feel like you're just hitting a bunch of buttons and they don't do anything, and it's one step kick and the match is over.
Yeah,
so
right.
It's tough.
Yeah,
so it's going to be Dominion and
Adam?
Adam, the T-Hawk player from NorCal.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, gotcha.
Really crafty T-Hawk player, but he's running into the brick wall that is Dominion.
Dude, I call him the Great Wall of New York.
Yeah,
you know,
that's really what he is, man. No entry.
Yeah, pretty much.
You ain't going past this.
That Dominion, like I said, I consider him easily one of the strongest players in this game, taking a character that nobody would expect for someone to do this well. For those people who don't know, at SBO Quals, this was a team of 3 versus 3 to qualify for Super Battle Opera, which will be taking place in Japan.
Yeah.
They give away some of their team slots to foreign qualifiers. And Dominion teamed up with Latif and PR Balrog. Very potent team.
Killers, man.
But the crazy thing about it is, even with all these other killer teams, like, you know, the Team EG with Justin, Ricky, and Flo, and all the, and I think it was
Filipino champs team. Yeah,
Filipino champ Mike Ross and Clay D. Dominion started the tournament. I think he was 9-0. PR Rog and Latif never had to play until one match into the winners finals, I believe it was, and then in grand finals again. But I think
crazy, man.
Overall, Dominion lost only 2 games that entire tournament.
I kind of wish we could send 3 Dominions to SPO.
Yeah, I know, right?
that would be my stuff. But we're gonna have Dominion and Adam. And again, Adam's he's a cool dude, you know, soft-spoken guy, plays T-Hawk, so walks around with a big character. Let's see. I just don't, you know, I love Adam, but I don't think he's going to be able to.
This is a hard fight.
This is a skill match. Like, if you're good with this as a T-Hawk player, like, you have all the respect in the world.
I mean, Guile versus Grappler has always been a rough fight, but Adam's already in there, getting in his mix-ups.
Got him in a corner, too.
And, you know, the key to these matches right here is not to focus too much on the grapples. Like, try to bait him. Wow, did you really punish the Sonic Boom in time with that?
I didn't think that was possible.
I know. But, you know, the key is to learn how to use all your normal moves to get your opponent actually scared enough.
Yes.
So that you can SPD them.
Right, and that's why you use a lot of pokes that would essentially stop them from jumping. You know, like standing roundhouse is a good example. You know, like close attacks are good examples. Like, and that basically is, it's covering your ground. It's stopping them from jumping. So then they say, okay, I got to stop trying to jump. And then it opens you up to, you know, grappling.
I like the patience displayed by Adam here. He can still win this.
He's got an EX Sonic Boom right now. Oh, he just gets backhand. You know, he fought out of that corner the whole round.
Yep. And you know, I talked about this a lot. Every time I watch Dominion, Guile, the strategy is to push him in the corner so he has no more room to back off and control space. But the thing about Dominion, though, the mark of a good Guile player is how well they play when backed into the corner.
Yes.
And Dominion's Guile almost feels stronger when he's in the corner than when he's in the mid-screen.
I felt the same way about Lamer Boy. Almost that he put himself in a corner just to simplify the match and he could more, which is like, you know, Guile's already a two-move character. It's like, if you could boil it down even more and you could fight out of a corner, you are not scared of anything.
And Adam just went for a Hail Mary level 3 focus.
Yeah. Oh. And Dominion is up backing. He would have ate about 4 or 5 more of those and he wouldn't have cared.
Yep, especially with the life lead that he has right now.
I always feel bad for Adam too because every time he enters like TNTs, the local tournaments in California or NorCal, everybody counterpicks him. So basically his tournament life is just Sagat's versus Ryu's. Like, and that's all he plays. And I'm just like, man, this poor guy. Like,
that's hard. That's hard.
It's the life of a grappler. Ain't easy.
Oh, wow, nice. I believe that upside down kick is considered airborne, so it cannot be thrown.
Well, it can't be crouch teched. It's like the big thing too.
Right, and it's a frame
It might be able to be thrown, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Okay.
It's just evasive low. But don't take my word on that. It's going very much how we predicted, though. Great trade right there. That backhand. Yeah, Guile is just a tank.
Yeah, Dominion, nobody uses those normal moves when you close in like that. He's so efficient.
Yeah, he is, man.
And you know what the best thing about it is, and I don't even know what the difference between them all is, but he uses like 4 or 5 different normal moves in those situations. Sometimes he's standing forward, sometimes he's standing fierce, low fierce, and he uses them all for very specific reasons. And he's the only one, I mean, he knows it because he knows his character so well.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, he's definitely has a rhyme and reason because they're working. And he's not just like, you know, fat palming the joystick and getting random buttons. Ooh!
Oh, that was sick. Getting a free juggle off of that offensive crouch roundhouse.
I think that was in your ode to 2-8 combo video. Right?
Probably.
Yeah. Nice dash scoop. That's what he should have been looking for a long time ago. But I think those backhands kept him honest. Oh, dash ultra. That could have been huge.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, but made himself safe and no punish. No.
Okay, but he's got him in the corner and he's got a life lead, though. But not if he just keeps taking these little tiny hits right now.
Oh, that chop across the chest right there.
Oh. Oh, my God.
Wow. What is going to happen? EX coming.
Oh, he was going to land on the Sonic Boom. So he was going to dive and just dived a little too short.
Yeah. That's all right. Adam put up a good fight. That was a good experience. Hopefully, hopefully he gets the experience he's looking for here at Evolution.
Definitely.
Just one of those guys who's coming up in the world. So.
And you say he plays at Thursday Night Throwdown.
Yeah, he plays at Sunnyvale Golfland. Plays at Milpitas Golfland. So I see him all the time.
Yeah, the scenes are all getting bigger. They're all growing. You know, I've talked to a lot of people here. You know, they're like, oh, I'm from Brazil. We have a pretty decent scene down there.
Yeah.
And I've told every single one of them, I ask him, how many of you are here? And he's like, oh, there's like 4 of us. I'm like, I have a job for you. Next year, bring 8.
Yeah. That's a good way to
And
put
the
it.
year after that, bring 16, you know? And the year after that.
You know what brings people is a lot of times it's just like connections to them. A lot of time it's like, I know if I have no reason to go to like, you know, X state, right? Just random state. I'll put it off. But if there's some guy I know and he hits me up and he's like, Magus, I really want you to come through. You know? I really start to think, all right, you know, I'll come through. It's really simple, but it's effective in getting people out of their chairs and into events.
For sure.
So if you're ever like somebody trying to run events, you know, shake those hands, meet those people, you know, and kind of, you know, get out in your community. Really just get to know people.
And that's the other brilliant thing about it. Everybody who I ever talked to about EVO, like after Sunday night's over, like last year I talked to so many people. I was like, did you have a good time? They're like, oh, I am so back next year, you know?
That's why the number keeps increasing around here.
Yeah.
And so many of these people, like, I see the same faces every year.
Yeah.
And you just see more and more and more.
Dude, I remember a long time ago, I used to recognize at least like 50% of the players here.
Easily.
Now I don't recognize, you know, 95% of the people here, so. All right, so Shin, of course, going with Gen. He had defeated Daigo Umehara at the Southeast Asia Major.
In a 1st-to-7, which is almost unheard of.
Right.
You just don't see Daigo ever losing a set,
Yeah,
like a long set.
Yeah, well, Daigo experimented with some characters that were bad choices, like Guile.
Yeah.
But he then came back to Ryu and almost took the set after being down like 5-2 or something.
Xian is just so good. This guy is incredible. Easily the best Gen player, period. I would just say.
It's a very interesting character choice, why he decided to go with Gen.
It was kind of just like mid-lifespan of Street Fighter 4 too, and he was like, all right, Gen. And then I remember he did pretty good at Northwest Majors. Or was it? It was, I can't remember. It was somewhere up there.
Nice.
Yep, good job by him.
Stand hard punch and the stand medium kick. Nice chain combo that he got.
And it almost works as like a counter hit setup too.
Yeah.
Like his chains that he got are really valuable. I know all Gen players miss the standing medium kick and the hands loops, but I don't. There's the super. He's gonna get the follow up. 4, 5, 6.
Oh, he went for that.
Nice.
The hard kick one. And that's the only one that causes an uncheckable knockdown is the hard kick one. If you land all 8 hits. Oh, nice whip punish there from D-Dog.
That was quick, too. It was like the second that sweep came out, he was ready. Right,
Couldn't get him out of the air.
Yeah, the thing is about Gen is like defensively, he's, you know, what does he do? He just doesn't have a lot, and Balrog's going to put a lot of pressure on you. Jan's going to have to like figure a way to get out. I mean, he can get Olga out of the corner, but I think Rog can just jump back fierce a lot of the stuff, so it's tough.
And then the other thing,
I don't know about that.
I mean, even Gen's EX uppercut loses its invincibility before it can hit you.
Before it's active, right?
Yeah, Oh, and he just chips him. Nice stuff. Just chips him with that. Shin takes game 1 over Balrog.
Right, at least D-Dog displayed a tactic right there, which is armor canceling the moves that absorb hits. You can actually cancel the startup of that absorption without wasting the EX meter and cancel into like supers and ultras.
Yeah, it's the weirdest thing.
It is really strange,
It's a weird glitch that they've never really had to take out because it's never really factored all that much into it.
It's not that big a deal.
All right, so we saw D-Dog switch characters last time. He went from Guile to Balrog, remember, against Seth. And now he's going from Balrog to Guile.
Okay. It's reverse engineering.
Yep. But again, so did Daigo. He went to this match and Shin mopped him up.
Yeah, he did, badly.
Again, actually a pretty decent character at fighting Guile.
Just the way his jump-ins work is that he can switch between, you know, landing in front and crossing up is going to be really distracting for Guile players and how they pick their anti-airs.
Yeah, exactly, just right there. And that's a setup right there. He purposely does not finish the waterfall kick. You see him do that neutral jump afterwards to set up a media attack situation.
Yeah, see, of course you're going to see Gen kind of shift like his stances right there. When he is in stances, he has unique moveset in both stances, and that's when his jump bar changes. So that's why it's very tough. Guile,
that empty jump right there to get in.
It's very tough for Guile to have any effective anti-airs versus him. Nice focus attack too. Really, really risky, but he felt it.
Look at this. This is what we were talking about. Keeping Guile in the corner. This is how you defeat him. And, you know, Shin has Guile pretty well placed into the corner.
Yeah, he's letting him out a little, but I still feel like he's in control.
Right. And unlike Dominion, but he drops the combo, gets it anyway.
Wasn't a counter hit though, so I don't think he gets a combo if it's not on if it's just normal hit.
Right. And you can see a big difference right now between the way Dominion and D-Dog play. When D-Dog got in the corner, you could tell he was kind of weak. You know,
he wanted out.
Yeah, he needed to get out, and he was taking a lot of damage. When Dominion was in there, he actually caused his opponent more damage.
He does, yeah, he turns it up. No anti-airs from Gen. Gen's got some very strange anti-airs, so.
Oh, he's going for, he wanted to go into the hard knockdown off of that sweep.
Yeah.
Willing to use that one bar. And
Good
D-Dog now, he's got a shot here. Shin again, one of the stronger players.
Big damage.
One half of the cross-counter Asia team along with Z.
Yeah, who's to the left of us.
Yep, because he will be joining us very soon.
Yeah. And and here comes that. Oh, he blocked it. I thought that was going to be it for sure. That cross-up is so sneaky.
Ooh, too far away for that Fierce to hit on the proper frame. And he jumps and does nothing.
Yeah.
He might have been able to kick him in the head.
He could have. He could have. EX Sonic Boom has horrendous recovery to compensate for how fast it is.
Right.
Nice, just dancing with the stances.
Oh,
Wow.
stop the flash kick.
Oh,
and
he catches
gets
him mid
in there. Wow.
I can't believe how clean he beat the flash kick at that angle.
Yeah,
I
I
really
know.
thought it would have traded.
Dude, I love the smile on Shin's face right now. He has that smile like, okay,
Yeah.
now I win match.
Definitely got a smirk on his face. Oh, right into that one though.
Again into the Sonic Booms.
Hey, this guy D-Dog's not too bad though. He's fighting.
Nice trade right there. Anytime Guile trades with an anti-air like that, it's a win for him.
It is, for sure. It's all about space, keeping you off him, you know. Dude, he jumped that Sonic Boom. That was smart. Ooh,
Oh, big damage.
deep cross-up. And he goes for the hard knockdown. Or it gives you more time, I suppose. That's what that does.
I think he went for the mix-up there. I just don't think D-Dog is doing the quick rise.
Yeah.
Oh,
wow.
knocked him dizzy. What can he do? See, I don't like the use of that focus there because he really nerfed the damage. Flash focus attacks and ultras will they create higher hit stun scaling than hit damage scaling than other moves.
Ooh. That's right. And that jump Fierce is going to go ahead and take him that.
2 palms to the face.
Yeah.
Boom. All right.
All right, guys. So, thanks a lot. I'm going to take a seat somewhere else, take a break. I won't be back till tomorrow, so thanks everybody for giving me the opportunity. James, thanks. It was a lot of fun,
I always
man.
say that you're one of my favorite commentators.
Oh, get out of here.
Man.
You say that to all the boys.
No.
All right, well, I'm
All
going to get
right,
out of here, James.
I do. No, just kidding. I'm kidding.
James, thanks a lot. It's always a pleasure hanging out and commentating with
Yeah,
you.
for
It's
sure,
been a long
for
time
sure.
since we commentated together.
Yeah,
so
I know.
I'm glad we got to do it again. But
All
I'm
right.
going to get out of here. Thanks, guys. Follow me at Magus1234. Peace.
And we're going to cover some Street Fighter 4. I'm sitting in for James Chen. He'll be back very shortly. How are you today?
I am feeling very good. I am looking at the entire EVO crowd, and I'm telling myself and my mother and my grandmother in heaven, I've made it. I've made it behind the commentator's booth. I don't know how I infiltrated here, but I'm so glad to be here.
It's pretty insane in here. You guys are definitely missing out if you're at home, but definitely enjoy the show. So we've got this huge list of qualifiers from the winner's side of Street Fighter 4 in front of us, and I was just reading through it, catching up today, because I've been very, very busy. And you know, I'm not seeing a ton of surprises on here. I see some very familiar names, and I'm really looking forward to the semifinals tonight. I think it's going to be really intense.
There seems to be a name missing from this list.
And which one is that?
Mad Catz Tokido.
Oh, did he play already?
Yes, he did.
Uh-oh.
I believe a Ryu from Canada took him into losers. And
Do you know if he made it out in losers?
I'm sure he did,
Okay.
yeah. And there was also another Clash of Titans between Dako from China and Kazunoko. And unfortunately, one had to give, and Kazunoko turned out to be the victor. So Dako's not in there.
Wow. Just to run through some of the familiar names you guys might know. Ricky, Tatsu, Snake Eyes, Arturo Sanchez, Kiabetsu, Momochi, Happy Tang with that crazy forte, Skuntian, PR Balrog, Chris Hu, Rico Suave, Noel, JS Master, Filipino champ, last year's champion Fudo is also out in winners.
Do you see any names that surprise you on this list?
I see a few names I don't know, but I don't know if they would surprise me because I haven't seen them play.
I see my own name, and I'm very surprised at that. That must be a typo.
I'm sure you played very well, sir.
Oh, I'm the most fraudulent person. Bernie Madoff, his Ponzi scheme has nothing on me.
So it looks like we've got a match setting up to play.
Oh, this is...
Got Shang Tsung, Mr. Naps.
Mr. Naps.
And Alfonso. So Mr. Naps is going to be on the one-player side, Alfonso on the two-player side.
Mr. Naps, I remember him playing Street Fighter Cross Tekken, and he was the only one that was able to perform 7 lightning Kazuya uppercuts in a row. The
Oh, he's
electric
so
wind god
amazing
test,
at that. Yeah, yeah. He was like, he really inspired me to go into training mode to try to figure that out, and I just I'm not that talented.
I wonder if that execution heavy is going to carry over to Street Fighter AE.
Well, he is a Tekken player, and those one-frame inputs are very, very familiar to him. And of course, he's kind of the premier Evil Ryu in the United States right now.
That's right.
Nobody's really doing it like he is.
And I believe the alternate costume where Evil Ryu has very long flowing hair is made after Mr. Naps.
That could be true.
Just as Seth is made after Seth Gillian, taking cues from FGC. Now, actually, Evil Ryu does have a lot of one-frame links after the overhead axe kick.
Yeah, he does. And he has. I mean, he's devastatingly powerful. Those combos do a lot of damage. But not a lot of players play this character.
I've never even seen this color before. Trapped in the corner now.
Alfonso really. There it is. He was
there.
looking for a way out of the corner, and now he's reversed the situation.
Doesn't take advantage of the throw in the corner, though. Would have liked to seen some setup.
And he's giving up the positioning already. He's letting Mr. Naps walk his way out of the corner.
Now, Akuma should have the advantage in the ground game because his low forward and his low heavy sweep is faster than Evil Ryu's. But Evil Ryu's output, damage output is far superior to... Oh, an anti-air jab to finish the round. Quite rare.
Excellent spacing by Mr. Naps the entire round.
I love it when the players don't press the button and they play through the victory scene. Ooh. Oh. Now that looks like an overhead, but it isn't, except for the EX version.
Right.
So it's quite deceiving.
So he was just counter hit because he was pressing buttons.
Oh, this is going to hurt. Yep. That's a 3-frame. Wow.
And Akuma does not have the health.
One more
to
set and there
that.
should be a dizzy. He still has a stun on him. Yep, there you go. There's the stars. Boom, boom, boom.
That was pretty convincing. Like to see Alfonso make an adjustment and give up less space and definitely challenge Mr. Naps in the ground game. Oh, he's gonna make a. Is he gonna make a character change, or is he just gonna buy some time?
Oh,
he is making a character change.
So he is a Shoto player and is switching over to Ken.
Perhaps that'll give him
I'm not too certain that he has an advantage with Ken. He just might be more familiar with the character, but this is by no means a bad matchup for Evil Ryu.
Perhaps he'll feel more comfortable in the ground game where he's really losing this match.
Yeah, he couldn't really get in. I expected him to use a step forward medium kick to get in there.
Yeah, I expect to see quite a bit of that.
But Ken will lose in the fireball game because Evil Ryu's fireball is too fast. Ooh. Oh, waste a meter. That didn't juggle.
Yeah, there's some of that step kick.
Nice armor break. Wow, could have got for more damage, but went for the empty jump and a throw. Hunting the backdash with the... Oh, no anti-air from Ken. Now, once Evil Ryu gets 2 meters, he's going to hit confirm a low medium kick Hadouken into FADC. Wow, that can... If you're really good, you can hit confirm that, and I bet Mr. Naps is on that caliber.
That was really great.
That is very nasty. That hop kick is actually not an overhead, but it can cancel into the EX Tatsumaki, and then you can juggle after that.
And it lets him sail over lows, so if he expects a low forward...
It's such a good move.
Yeah.
I would put it on par with Ibuki's hop kick. Wow, look at this wall carry from the middle of the screen all the way into the corner now. Ken in deep trouble. One more set, he should be... Yeah.
There's the stun. That should be the round. Ooh. Oh, lets him live.
Just like a cat playing with the prey before he delivers the final blow.
Yep.
That's the way, that's textbook Evil Ryu. You want to batter them, leave them off for one more set, and then you can dizzy them, and then you can finish them off. It should take about three to four sets.
Yeah.
Clean hits to KO the person.
And he's definitely very aware of how close he is to getting that dizzy, and he's hunting for it. And of course, when you dizzy someone in the game, it counts as part of the same combo, right?
Right.
So you want to lead into a dizzy with as few hits as possible so that the follow-up combo is very punishing.
Absolutely.
And he's definitely looking for that kind of stuff.
Now you can see the sort of Tekken one-frame heritage in that because those Evil Ryu combos, he was hitting them pretty cleanly, but several of them are one frame.
Yeah.
So you can see how that transferred over from game to game.
Looks like next up on the stream, we're going to have Bucktooth and...
Oh, I have not heard that name in a while.
Yeah, I hadn't seen him in a while, actually.
EVO is one of those great tournaments where there's a resurrection of old school stars.
Everyone just shows up.
Yes. And his opponent is...
I cannot see from here. We will find out in just a moment.